What's going on, everybody? This is Globetrotter Guru, and today we're going to present to you the top 50 places on planet Earth for you to add to your bucket list. Just a reminder, there will be timestamps below, so you can click around from destination to destination. First up, we're headed to South America, to one of the most spectacular waterfalls on planet Earth, Iguazu Falls, located on the border of Argentina and Brazil in the Iguazu National Park. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Typically, people who want to visit here arrive in Buenos Aires and then take a flight to Iguazu. The main area of the waterfall is called the Devil's Throat Canyon. It's 300 feet wide and 260 feet deep. There is also a walkway around the waterfall. Next up, we're headed to the Arabian Desert, where Petra, Jordan, is located. This is home to the ancient Nabateans, and currently, the Bedouin people live here. This archaeological site is 150 miles away from Jerusalem and 150 miles away from Amman, so you can get there both ways. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. At one point in time, the Romans expanded their empire into Petra around 106 AD. It takes a full day to explore this site, and you can explore it at night and during the daytime as well. Next up, we're headed to Cappadocia, Turkey. Another famous rock formation city built into caves. Nowadays, it is a historical heritage site, commonly seen with hot air balloons flying around the area, providing you with a bird's-eye view of just how amazing the landscape of this city really is. You can easily catch a flight from Istanbul's major airports to Cappadocia. Kayseri is the main airport that you would pick. Next up, we're headed to Costa Rica, right here in Central America, one of the most biodiverse countries on planet Earth. Many species of birds, mammals, and flora and fauna are abundant everywhere you look. Be sure to check out the wildlife in Manuel Antonio, the hot springs around La Fortuna, and the beaches on the Caribbean and Pacific sides. If you want to get to Costa Rica, there are two airports, one in San Jose and the other in the north in Liberia. You will need at least 2 to 3 weeks to explore this whole country. Next up, we're headed to Eastern Africa, to Tanzania. This is home to Mount Kilimanjaro, as well as many incredible wildlife safaris that you can do, along with trekking up to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. And there's Kilimanjaro in the background. Also, don't forget to head over to the coast to Zanzibar and check out the turquoise water. When you arrive, you can say Jambo, which is hello in Swahili, and Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Now we are headed to Southeast Asia, to Cambodia. This is Angkor Wat, located in Siem Reap, deep in the rainforest of the former Khmer Empire, under the reign of King Suryavarman. This was one of the largest religious sites on planet Earth when it was developed, covering over 400 acres. The main temple complex is surrounded by a moat, originally constructed as a Hindu temple for the god Vishnu around the 12th century. Next, we're headed back to South America, off the coast of Ecuador, to the Galapagos Islands, one of the most amazing volcanic archipelagos on planet Earth. There are over 18 main islands with 3 smaller islands, and it was made famous by Charles Darwin, who is said to have developed his theory of evolution right here in the Galapagos Islands. There are many unique species of plants and animals, like the giant tortoise, marine iguana, blue-footed boobies, penguins, and much more. Next up, we're headed back to Southeast Asia, to the gem of Indonesia, Bali, known for its many temples, volcanic mountains like Agung, rice terraces, beautiful beaches, friendly people, and incredibly rich culture with many different beaches. Some of the popular towns to stay include Kuta, Legion, Seminyak, and Uluwatu. The airport that you'll arrive in is located in the capital of the island, called Denpasar. While here, prepare to eat lots of seafood. Mie goreng and nasi goreng. which basically translates to fried rice. Next up, we're headed to the west coast of Italy to the Cinque Terre, which basically translates to the five towns. These five towns are Vernazza Corniglia, Manarola, Riomaggiore, and Monterosso al Mare. While here, indulge in some local seafood along with traditional cuisine, including pesto and wine, as you'll find many grapes growing on the hillsides. You can walk around the villages and see the amazing, colorful houses and views they offer, as well as hike and swim. Now we're headed to the Indian Ocean, specifically to the small island nation of the Maldives, consisting of over 1,000 coral islands and 26 atolls. The capital is Male, which is considered one of the most densely populated capitals on Earth. Here, you'll experience stunning beaches and crystal-clear waters teeming with marine life. The best time to visit is during the dry season, from December to March. Next, we're headed over to Tahiti in French Polynesia, specifically to Bora Bora. This volcanic island is surrounded by a coral reef and is absolutely stunning. Tahiti is home to many popular tourist destinations, like Moorea with its floating beach bungalows over the water. Tahiti is divided into two parts, Tahiti Nui and Tahiti Iti. You will arrive here in Papeete at the Fa'a airport. We are now in Peru, again in South America. This nation is home to some of the most amazing sights on Earth. The Atacama Desert, the Andes Mountains, the Amazon, Lake Titicaca, the capital of Lima, and Machu Picchu. Be sure to also explore Cusco. Now we're headed to Southeast Asia, to the Philippines, a place considered one of the premier travel destinations of the 21st century. With over 7,000 islands and 109 million people living here, you can originate in Manila and then head out to some of those amazing tropical islands. Some of the favorites here are Palawan, El Nido, Boracay, Bohol, and Surigao del Sur. Next, we're headed to the wonderful Taj Mahal located in Agra. This mausoleum was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the year 1632 and completed in 1653 for his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The dome of the Taj Mahal is 73 meters high, and the exterior is made of white marble, which glimmers in the sun. There is a reflection pool overlooking a beautiful garden. Next up, we're going to the highest mountain peak in the world, Mount Everest, located in the Himalayas. This mountain borders Nepal and Tibet, as well as northern India. The elevation of Mount Everest is 29,000 feet. The first summit of this mountain was completed in 1953 by Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa from Nepal. Heading back down to South America, we are coming to you from Rio de Janeiro, located in the southeastern part of Brazil. Rio is famous for its carnival celebrations, beautiful beaches like Copacabana, Ipanema, and Leblon, as well as the Christ the Redeemer statue atop Corcovado Mountain and Sugarloaf Mountain. They do speak Portuguese here, so bom dia, which means good morning. Spending 3 to 5 days in Rio is definitely time well spent. Next up, we're going back to Italy. This time, we're exploring Venice on the Adriatic side. Built on a group of small islands separated by canals, Venice is famous for its gondola rides and was a historical trading area during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. You can visit Piazza San Marco, St. Mark's Basilica, the Grand Canal area, and really take in the rich history. However, it does get crowded, and they now require a reservation to visit certain sites. Now we're on our way to the Canadian Rockies in Banff. This area features a town and several different lakes, surrounded by spectacular mountains and glaciers. People come here for skiing, snowboarding, mountain biking, you name it. This is also a popular spot for the Banff hot springs and beautiful lakes like Pato Lake and Lake Louise. Staying in Canada, we're heading east to Niagara Falls, located along the Niagara River, which borders the United States and Canada. This location consists of 3 separate waterfalls: Bridal Veil Falls, American Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. While you're here, you can take a helicopter ride or a boat tour right up to the falls and experience the mist, or just enjoy the view from the observation decks. The Canadian side is considered the most well-known. Heading out to the middle of the Pacific, we're off to the island of Maui for the road to Hana. This winding road is 52 miles long and traverses lush rainforests on the island, showcasing many waterfalls and breathtaking coastline views. Some towns you'll stop in along the way include Paia, Haiku, and Hana, where you will find a red sand beach, a black sand beach, and a white sand beach, as well as Wailua Falls and the 7 sacred pools. Next, we're heading to Patagonia in South America, located in both Chile and Argentina. This majestic region is mountainous and lush, featuring glaciers, marble caves for kayaking, and diverse wildlife, including llamas, pumas, flamingos, and more. You'll also find the area of Tierra del Fuego and the famous southern village known as Ushuaia. Now we're headed over to Australia's outback, specifically to Uluru Rock, formerly known as Ayers Rock. This iconic monolith is unique, located in the middle of Australia, with no major cities within hundreds of miles. With a circumference of 5.8 miles, it is considered the world's largest rock monolith. Back to Europe, we're headed to the Swiss Alps, a popular ski resort destination with towns such as Zermatt, which serves as the base camp for the Matterhorn mountain. One of the best ways to see the Swiss Alps is by train, like the Golden Pass, allowing you to check out charming towns and villages like Interlaken, Lauterbrunnen, and Grindelwald. Many come here for the skiing, but the Alps can be enjoyed year-round in winter, spring, fall, and summer. Now we're headed back down to Africa, to Egypt, exploring ancient sites like the Sphinx and the pyramids of Giza along the Nile River. Here, you'll find the Great Pyramid and nearby tombs. If you head south toward Aswan, you'll reach areas like Luxor, Abu Simbel, and the Valley of the Kings. You can also take a Nile River cruise to explore all the ancient sites from the luxury of a tour boat. I recommend at least 7 days to explore all of ancient Egypt. Next, we're heading far up north to Iceland, a volcanic island with numerous streams and rivers running throughout. Here you'll find many stunning waterfalls and an active lava flow, famously known as the land of fire and ice. Enjoy geothermal pools like the Blue Lagoon, and see beautiful landscapes with majestic horses, wildlife, and herds of sheep, along with the midnight sun. If you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights are a sight you'll want to see, but they're not exclusive to Iceland. You can find them in Norway, Alaska, and other parts of Scandinavia. To catch a glimpse of the Aurora Borealis, make sure to plan your visit during the winter months, although sightings are never guaranteed. Heading back down under, we're now at the Great Barrier Reef off Queensland, Australia. This incredible ecosystem consists of over 900 islands, making it the largest coral reef system in the world, extending 1,430 miles. It's home to approximately 1,500 species of fish and over 400 species of hard coral. Many people come here to explore this natural marine biodiversity while minimizing their environmental footprint. Now, we're off to the Great Wall of China, where construction began over 2,000 years ago to protect the Chinese people from northern invaders like the Mongols. The wall extends 13,000 miles, built primarily with brick, tamped earth, and stone. The best way to reach it is from Beijing, then take a bus or train to Badaling, the most visited section. Making our way all the way down south now, we arrive at Antarctica, the southernmost continent, and the fifth largest in the world. Visiting here places you in a very small demographic of people who have experienced its rugged and icy terrain, which contains 90% of the world's ice and 70% of the world's fresh water. It's teeming with diverse wildlife, such as penguins and various types of whales. The best way to visit is by boat from Argentina. Next, we're heading to New Zealand, which consists of a North Island and a South Island, along with several smaller islands. This beautiful country offers varying climate zones and landscapes, with stunning beaches in the north and snow-capped mountains in the south. The Fiordland in the South Island, particularly around Queenstown, Mount Cook, and Abel Tasman Park, are amazing places to explore, where you can engage in outdoor activities like hiking, skiing, surfing, and exploring geothermal parks, as well as enjoying numerous waterfalls. Now back to Italy, we're exploring around Rome. Ancient Rome features iconic sites like the Roman Forum, the Colosseum, Circus Maximus, and Vatican City. Other noteworthy places include the Pantheon and Trevi Fountain. With its rich history, Rome is a must-do bucket list destination. Expect to spend at least 3 days here to soak in all the sights. Next up is a hidden gem, the Dalmatian coast along Croatia, which extends for 400 miles. This area boasts an ancient history dating back to medieval times, with beautiful towns like Dubrovnik and Var, offering stunning views and crystal clear waters. If you're a fan of, you'll appreciate the filming locations here. Now we're headed to Colombia, to Guatapé and El Pinal. This large rock formation is fascinating, as you can actually hike up the sides of the cliff to get stunning views of the lake and the surrounding area. The best way to reach Guatapé is by taking a tour bus from Medellin, which takes about an hour and a half. Next, we're heading to White Sands, New Mexico, where you'll be greeted by beautiful silica-type white sand that you can walk across or even sandboard on. Glide along this stunning soft sand right in the middle of the desert. Now, we're headed back to Hawaii, specifically to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. This park is home to the active volcano known as Kilauea. There are 2 volcanoes in the region, Mauna Loa, considered the largest active volcano, and Kilauea, regarded as the most active volcano in the world. While it isn't always spewing lava, when it is, it can be truly mesmerizing. Be sure to check out the various hiking trails in the area while you're on the Big Island. Next, we're headed to Santorini, also known as a honeymooner's paradise in the Cyclades Islands of Greece. While there, make sure to explore the towns of Oia and Fira, as well as the ancient site of Akrotiri. 4 days in Santorini can provide the perfect getaway. Next, we're headed to Paris, the romantic city and home of the Eiffel Tower. Be sure to take the elevator to the top of the tower and visit other breathtaking sites like Notre Dame Cathedral, the Sacré-Cœur, and the Palace of Versailles. As you stroll around Paris, you'll discover its eclectic and artistic vibe, with locations like Moulin Rouge, famous for its can-can dance, and the iconic Le Café de Flore. I recommend spending at least 4 days in Paris to truly enjoy all it has to offer. Next, we're going to the Dead Sea, which borders Jordan and Israel. While here, you can enjoy a mud bath or a salt bath. Interestingly, when you get in the water, you actually float due to the high salt concentration. No fish or marine life can survive in this salty lake, making it essentially a salt pond. You can enjoy the relaxing mud bath first, then wash it off in the waters of the Dead Sea, an experience like no other. Now, we're headed back to Hawaii to the Nepali coast on Kauai. This area boasts lush rainforests and dramatic sea cliffs, along with Waimea Canyon and Hanalei Bay, some of the most stunning scenery you'll find anywhere in the world. If you have the chance, consider taking a helicopter ride for a spectacular view or a boat tour to the sea caves of the Nepali coast. Next on our list is Yellowstone National Park, known for its seismic activity and incredible wildlife. Here you can spot bison grizzly bears, moose and wolves. Don't miss the majestic waterfalls, Old Faithful Geyser and the vibrant Grand Prismatic Spring, one of the geothermal pools that is a true natural wonder. If you get the chance, Yellowstone is a must-see location. We're now heading down to South America, to the Amazon rainforest and the Amazon River. The Amazon is the largest tropical rainforest in the world, covering around 2.7 million square miles, and the Amazon River is the second largest river in the world, known for its incredible biodiversity. Next, we're making our way back to Italy, where we arrive at the Amalfi Coast, home to towns such as Positano and the island of Capri. This stunning tourist destination is renowned for its beautiful beaches, picturesque towns, and breathtaking coastal views. The architecture in this region dates back to the 9th century, making it a rich historical area to explore along the Mediterranean Sea. If you get a chance, driving along the coast on a moped or in a small car is a thrilling experience due to the winding, narrow roads. Now we're headed to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, known as the Riviera Maya. This area, located in the Mexican state of Quintana Roo, is best reached by flying into Cancun or Cozumel. Explore Playa del Carmen, and don't miss Tulum and its stunning archaeological sites, including Chichen Itza. I recommend spending at least 7 days in the Riviera Maya to fully enjoy the beaches and cultural experiences. Now we're in Arizona, at the Grand Canyon, the largest canyon in the world, carved out by the Colorado River. Here, you'll find a majestic area known as Havasupai Falls along the Havasu Creek. It's possible to hike to the bottom and back in one day, though some adventurous travelers opt for a rim-to-rim hike, connecting the South Rim to the North Rim. Next, we're headed to Maya Bay, located in the Phi Phi Islands in the Andaman Sea of Thailand. This area is often considered one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Currently, Maya Bay is undergoing restoration, so swimming isn't allowed, but you can arrive by tour boat from Krabi or Phuket, or stay on Phi Phi Island at Tansai Beach for quicker access. Now we're off to Guatemala, specifically Lake Atitlan, a stunning freshwater lake surrounded by 3 dormant volcanoes and many different Mayan villages. This region is a true paradise, popular for retreats, yoga, or simply relaxing. You'll also find a strong presence of Mayan culture here to explore and appreciate, complete with lush green hills and plenty of opportunities for hiking and kayaking, though be cautious of rough waves in the afternoon. For those who enjoy deep-sea diving, we head to the Red Sea, which intersects with Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and Israel. The Red Sea is renowned for its incredible diving opportunities, often called underwater Disneyland. My favorite spots on the Red Sea are in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, where you could easily spend a week or two exploring all the dive sites. Now let's talk about Thailand as a whole. This diverse country offers a lot to explore. In the north, you'll find Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai with the Golden Triangle and many Buddhist temples. In the middle of the country lies Bangkok, one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. And in the south, you'll discover beautiful areas like Phuket, the Phi Phi Islands, and Krabi, along with vibrant nightlife and floating markets. The culture and friendly people make Thailand an unforgettable destination. Next, we're heading to one of the premier cities in the world, Dubai. This futuristic city is a marvel, with the Museum of the Future and the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. There are impressive projects underway, such as the construction of massive islands and the largest Ferris wheel. Dubai offers a plethora of exciting experiences and is definitely worth checking out. It's recommended to spend around 72 to 96 hours here on your first visit to get a true feel for the city, but try to avoid the summer months of June, July, and August due to the extreme heat. Finally, we're off to the Big Apple, New York City, one of the premier cities in the world. If you haven't visited NYC, I highly recommend checking it out at least once. Explore Manhattan, Times Square, and the countless iconic landmarks you've seen on screen. For first-time visitors, I recommend around 3 to 4 days to fully enjoy the diverse offerings of the city. All right, folks, that's going to conclude our list of the 50 best travel destinations around the world. If you're interested in a part 2 with another 50 amazing destinations, including places like Raja Ampat, the islands of Palau, Vietnam, and Cape Town, South Africa, let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out some of our other videos, such as the 25 best cities in Europe, and our most recent video right here. A big thanks to all our subscribers at Globetrotter